Hello, welcome back to the series of necessary Python for artificial intelligence. And in this video, we will learn about functions in Python. In Python, a function is a block of reusable code that performs a specific task. And functions allows you to organize your code and make it more readable and avoid repetition. They are particularly useful when you want to perform the same operation multiple times throughout your program. So the reason to use is code reusability. Basically, you can write code once and use it whenever needed. So it's kind of a modularity. It provides you the modularity, break complex problems into smaller, manageable pieces. And also, it also increases the readability and makes your code cleaner and easier to understand. The syntax is pretty straightforward. So let's get started and start coding and see how we can create functions in Python. So we have to use a keyword def to define the function. After that, we provide the name of the function. Let's say we are aiming at greet, and it's a function, so we provide a brackets and colon. This is the standard function structure. So within structure, we let's say print and hello. This is function. Close it, and to run this function, what we can do is we can call it. So how we call it? We just type in greet and let's execute it. Control enter. So as you can see, as I executed this cell, and first this function was defined, and here the function was called. When the function was called, it executed the code inside it, which says that print hello, this is function, and here we got our response from the function. So we can also allow pass arguments into it that can be used within the functions. And to do that, we are using the same function, and let's say we have argument that is name, and to use this name in the printed statement, what we can use, say let's say, okay, we can say hello and so what it will do, it will, when we call the function, we have to provide a name, any string variable, and it will be passed to the greet function. And within the greet function, we have a code that will utilize this variable value within that function, and we are printing hello name. Whatever name we give, it will print it. So not name, let's say Chesa. So here you go. This is how we can pass argument to any function. So let's see another example. We can also pass multiple arguments. Will be like, let's say add. This is a function. We'll take two arguments, a and b. And what we can do with this, let's print want to add these two numbers. Okay, and what we can do is we will call add and provide two numbers like 1 comma 1 2, and answer should be 3. It's saying that okay, we forgot to give the kernel in the definition of a function. So here we go. We have this two arguments, and we have performed an operation on those two values. So for example, what if I don't give any arguments here? The function is there. What will happen? It will throw an error, and the error says the missing two required position arguments. So what we can, how to solve this problem, we can, it's not a problem, it could be in a condition where you can just call a function and you don't give any arguments and any arguments to the functions. So here in the parameters of the functions, we can set a default value, and this is how you set the default value. No argument is given while calling the function, so this default value will be the value passed to the A and B parameters. So here, as you can see, and if we didn't give any we didn't pass any arguments to the function add, let's say now provide some values, pass some arguments to the functions, and the answer will be 10. So it has now bypassed the default value that we added here with the value that was passed while calling the function add. So this was default parameter values for the functions, and other than that, we have like other thing that we can do with function. So other than what we can do, we can also have keyword arguments. For the functions. So how that work is like, first let me define a function that it's a test function, and the test we declared the function. Now within the test, let's say we are taking two arguments, that is name and age. Okay, so these are the two arguments we'll be taking in, and we want to print these two name and age. Let's say my name is name and age is age, and close it with double quotation, and this is our function basically. And let's say, let's call it, let's call, now give the name, which is Shahzad, and age is 30. So it's working fine. What if in a situation, if I swap these, there are two arguments, first is name and second is age. So when I am calling this function, so I'm providing the first argument for the first parameter in the function, and second argument, the second parameter in the function. So what is, I swap this, so it will, should it be a problem or not? How the function will identify this? So these are swapped now. My name is 30 and the age is Shahzad. So how to solve this problem? For this problem, we use keyword arguments. So what we do, we also add like this, age is equal to 30 and the other argument was name is equal to. Now if we have, let's say, 10 or 15 arguments here that we are passing into the test as a parameter. So if we provide keyword arguments with the keyword arguments, so there will be no confusion and it will be more clear to understand, and it will be and the value will be passed to the right parameter within the function. Here we go. Now, despite we have swapped this parameters arguments, so even though with the keyword arguments, that's why they are going to the right parameters within the functions. So this was it, and other than this we have like we have arbitrary arguments, args and quarks. So let's learn about this, how these are used in Python. So in Python, args and quarks are special syntaxes used to pass variables from one arguments to a variables numbers of arguments to a function. So let's start with the args. So args are allow a function to accept any number of positional arguments. These arguments are collected into a tuple called args. So how we use it? Let's see that. Okay, we have a function like greet one, and let's say we have to provide the args. This is how we add args as a parameter, and let's say, so before we are trying to do, let me explain a bit. We want to create a function that takes in multiple names and greet them. So how we do it, like for example, we have Ali, and Rahul. So how so all these arguments will be passed to the greet. So within the greets, what I am doing, I'm using a for loop, like for name. This is the variable I have declared in args, that is the parameter of the function that we had declared, and what it will do, it will print traverse over the args that is passed to the function through by calling the greet one function. So it will do what it will do, it will say hello, name, and let's also do this and close the brackets. So let's call it. So here you can see you have when you have an several when you don't know how many arguments you want to pass to a function, you can use this args functionality of the function within the Python to pass multiple args. Args. So this was about the args. Now next we have quarks. They are also very interesting and useful. So quarks allow a function to accept any number of keyword arguments. These arguments are collected into a dictionary called quarks. So for better understanding, let us do an example. Define a function. Let's say this. We copy this one to save the time. So here we just add kw quarks, and we keep it the same. We just have to change a bit, like age, and it's we will print the name and age. Just trying to show you how it will work. So here we will see that we have to this is the main part is here, that how we pass this arguments to the function greet1. So since we are using a quark parameter in the function to pass these arguments, we have to provide these in pairs of information in a dictionary format. So here what we can do is that let's say we have a equal to 30, right? 30, and equal to 25, and this equals to 20. Let's do it. And it's showing some expression cannot contain assignment. Perhaps you meant so I think you don't have to provide the double quotations. Okay, let's execute it, and greet1 got an unexpected keywords argument. Lee. Okay, what's going on there? So okay, I got it. We have to add and one more asterisk here, otherwise it will not work. That was also the true args. Okay, now here I have to provide the quarks, right? Because we are doing kw. And one more thing, items, if you know dictionary in, then you understand what it is. This will means that it will reference to both the both a part of the values of the keywords and the value of the dictionary. So here you go. So this is how quarks work for the functions. So this was it, and I hope you like this video. Hit like if you find it useful, and also drop any comments if you have any questions. And bye for now. Thank you for watching this video.